Good morning, students. Today let's discuss practice test 2 for second semester. Question 1. The angle sum. So this is again determined by the number of triangles. So a 14 gon has 12 triangles, and each triangle is 180 degrees. So if we take 12 by 180, 12 triangles by 180 degrees, we will get the interior angle sum, 2,160 degrees. That is the sum of all the angles added together, which is different from each individual angle. So the individual angles, a 12 gon has 10 triangles still, 180 for each triangle. That's 1,800 degrees. Again, you can use a calculator to get that if you need. But that's the angle sum. We divide that by 12 to get each individual angle. 150. So similar questions, different desired answers. Here we're looking for the individual angles, here we're looking for the angle sum. Alright, exterior angles always add 360. And if I want individual exterior angles, I can divide by the number of angles, or sides. The sides is equal to the number of angles. So 360 divided by 24 is 15 degrees for each angle. Alright, so that's those three. Next one's parallelograms. The opposite sides are equal. So I'll take 4x plus 1 and I'll equal it to negative 1 plus 5x. 4 from 5 is 1x. 1 plus 1 is 2. X is 2. We can put the 2 back in, and we can find the sides. Negative 1 plus 10 is 9. 8 plus 1 is also 9. Alright, Km and dm. Km is the entire length. Dm is half the length. So what I should do here is I should double dm into 2x plus 6, and that will equal km, because 2 times the length of dm is equal to km. Now I could have also taken half of km, because km divides evenly in half, but on the test or on the future questions it might not be an even number to divide in half. So it's more efficient to double the short side to be the long side than to take half of the long side to be the short side, because the fractionals sometimes happen. 6 from this 18 is 12. 12 divided in half is 6. X is 6. If I prefer, I can put the 6 back into x and make sure it works. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 is half of 18, which is what I wanted. Right, in this rectangle, SQ and QR, SQ and QR, one of them is a hypotenuse and one of them is a leg. The other leg is going to be given by the Pythagorean theorem. So SR squared plus 18 squared equals 30 squared. So I'll take 30 squared, take away 18 squared. 576. And I want the square root of that number. Square root of 576. If it doesn't root evenly, we're going to round it to the nearest tenth. 24 does root evenly. Alright, angle QPR. QPR, 12x plus 11. Angle PRS, 13x minus 3, 31. These are complementary because the angles on a rectangle are 90. So I'll add these together. 12 and 13x is 25x. 11 minus 31 is minus 20. That will equal 90 when they add together. Nope. Sorry, I gave you the wrong setup. QPR, this angle, and PRS, these are actually equal. So it's either going to be equal or complementary. This is actually equal. So I don't want to do this setup. I'm going to do equality here. So be careful here. I might have the equality or I might have the complementary. If I had chosen this angle here, it would have been complementary. If I had chosen PRQ instead. So this is equality. 12 from 13 is X. 31 and 11 is 42. Alright, on a rhombus, all the sides are equal. So if JM is 12, so is KL. Both the same. The angles are going to be bisected. So MKL is 28. That would mean the angles above it, and then these two angles here and here are also 28. So let's look here. We got JLK. I don't know what that one is yet. JML. That's going to be 28 plus 28. It's going to be 56. And KNL, that's going to be 90. Alright, so let's talk about JLK. It says MJL is 62. This again is bisected. And it's the same here on this side as well, or this angle as well. So MJL 62. JLK will also be 62. Alright, here's a square. If angle ZXY, ZXY is 2x plus 15, the value of x, this is going to equal 45. Because the angles on a square are bisected, just like on a rhombus. But on a square, the original angle was 90. So half of 90 is 45. 15 from 45 is 30. And then 2 into 30 is 15. WRX should be 90. Because the diagonals are perpendicular on a square. So 3x will equal, that is 57. And 57 divided by 3 would be 19. 1 less than 20. Alright, so it looks like we have 13 questions on the front. I'll try to make it worth 50 points on the front. Or close to 50. So maybe 4 each. That'd be 52 points on the front. Moving on to the back. We got the trapezoid and the kites, of course. So the trapezoid mid-segment theorem states that the mid-segment is halfway between the bases. So LM is going to be half of 16 plus 38. And just calculate if you want. 16 plus 38 is 54, and half of 54 is 27. This is backwards. So half of 11 plus my question mark equals 17. If I double the 17, I get 34. And then 11 subtracted from 34 is 23. Question mark is 23. You can very easily check your work here. This is going by 9 each time. Not 9, 11 each time. 16 plus 11 is 27. 27 plus 11 is 38. This one's going by 6. 11 plus 6 is 17. 17 plus 6 is 23. Alright, these are supplementary. Alright, it's 98. These are congruent base angles. Now that only happens on isosceles triangles, or isosceles trapezoids, where the base angles are congruent. This always happens. These are always supplementary because they're consecutive interior. These are only equal if the sides are equal. Alright, these are supplementary simply because it's isosceles to trapezoid here. Alright, so I'm going to add these two up. 3x plus 35 and 115 is 150. Equals 180. 150 from 180 is a 30. X is 10. Alright, UW and VX. UW and VX are equal here. The diagonals are equal on a trapezoid provided that it is isosceles. 3x minus 17 equals 10. 17 and 10 is 27. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Alright, on the kites, the diagonals are not parallel, they are perpendicular. They meet at 90. Here's a kite right here underneath on 22. The diagonals on a kite are perpendicular. So this is false, it should say perpendicular. One pair of congruent angles, that is true, the top and the bottom angle. The angles across from each other are congruent, not C and D here, but D and F. That is true. Alright, so DG is 12 and CG 16. Find length CD, we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem here. 16 squared plus 12 squared equals CD squared. I'll take 16 squared plus 12 squared. I'll get 400. And I'll square root that, which is 20. Alright, so if ABCD is a kite, and ABC is 88. A, B, C is 88. And then ADC is 34. Find the rest of the angles. Alright, cool. So if this is 34, it's bisected. So that means 8 and 9 are equal. 34 divided by 2 is 17 each. Same thing happens with 88. If ABC is 88, angles 2 and 3 are both the same. They're going to be 44s. These angles in the middle are 90. Those 4 angles in the middle. So angle 4 is a 90-degree angle. To get angle 1, I could take angle 2 and subtract from 90. The same with angle 5. That's going to be 46 for angle 1 as well as angle 5. To get angle 6 and 7, they're both the same. I could take 90 and subtract the 17. 90 take away 17. 73 for both those. And there we go. Finished. So on the back here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I'll try to make it worth close to 50 points on the back as well. So that means roughly 3 each. 3 each or 2 each. Be out of 100 points total, the test. So 2 or 3 each on the back. These last ones here I'll make worth a few less than the ones above them. So I should have it evenly pointed for trapezoids and kites. Anyways, good luck. Hopefully do well.